guys, welcome back once again to Jonathan Earl Gaming. In this video clip, I'm going to design the dream handheld I've always wanted. The landscape Android handheld I've always wanted. And I am copying somebody because somebody just did a video on what their dream handheld would look like. I'm not going to name the the YouTuber at this time, but yeah, a shout out to Bruce from Gorillax Retro Gaming, and shout out to Russ from Retro Game Corps. Like watching them guys' videos. They do some awesome videos. But on to the video here. I have these 5 handhelds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And I got the 505 in the middle because it's pretty darn close to having all the features of a landscape handheld I've wanted. It's the closest thing. But if I were to design one, a landscape handheld, it would look just like this ANBERNIC RG505 in the center. It would have the OLED display, but instead of that 5-inch OLED display, 16:9, it will be a 6-inch OLED display, 16:9 here. This silver ANBERNIC logo below the display, I will keep that feature on this. We're gonna call this handheld that I'm creating in my head. We're gonna call it. We're gonna use ANBERNIC. We're gonna call it the ANBERNIC RG600. 600L. Oh, okay. We'll call it this. We're gonna call this the ANBERNIC RG600L, and the L stands for landscape. The ANBERNIC RG600L. Let's create the ANBERNIC RG600L. Okay. The ANBERNIC RG600L is going to be just like this. It is going to look the same shape, form factor as this RG505, except that 5-inch 16:9 display is going to be a 6-inch 16:9 display. We're going to keep the silver ANBERNIC logo below the display. I love that feature. I'm going to let y'all look at it a little closer at that ANBERNIC logo there, shining ANBERNIC logo at the bottom of the display. We're going to keep those shoulder buttons, the inline shoulder buttons, triggers. And I love the way I love how the L2 and R2 is raised, and how L1 and R1 is wrapped around LR, L2. I like that. I always like that style. And guess what? Speaking of those triggers, this is the ANBERNIC RG300X that came out long before the 505, and look at the triggers on it. Same triggers, same style, but these are silver, silver and shiny they look. That's what we will have in place. We'll have these silver triggers from this 300X. We'll have them on here on the RG600L. So we'll have silver triggers on the RG600L. The buttons, all the buttons will be burgundy. We're gonna do we're definitely gonna have a burgundy variant. That's going to be the main color. The main attraction to this handheld, this 600L, RG600L, the main one is going to have these red buttons, all red, burgundy. I'm not going to say red. I'm going to say burgundy, wine red, if you want to call it. Wine red or burgundy buttons. It's going to be just like this. All the buttons are going to be. And the shell of it, it's going to be a burgundy as well. As a matter of fact, actually this color. This dark red, burgundy, wine red from the 300X, because I like that too. That's going to be the color of the whole console. The whole shell is going to be that color. And maybe the buttons that color as well, that dark red. We'll keep the D-pad on top and analog sticks at the bottom on this variant. And there's on the 505, the 505 has bottom firing speakers. But on the RG600L, you see the speakers here? I'm going to call them slot speakers. Front-facing slot speakers from the AYN Odin 2 portal. See those speakers there? Those speakers are going to be on our right here under the analog sticks of the RG600L. Battery life on this thing, we'll have maybe if we could fit a 800 mAh battery in this thing, 700, whatever fits. 7,000 mAh or 8,000 mAh, whichever fits. The biggest battery we can fit in this thing, because we want long battery life on the RG600L. So we'll have the burgundy variant with the silver shoulder buttons. And I know y'all probably wonder, well, why he's got that Woodgrain 405V on the side. Well, we'll do another variant, color variant of the RG600L. So we'll have the burgundy. That'll be the main one. And then we'll have a wood grain variant. We'll have that wood grain variant with the black buttons here. The wood grain variant will have the black buttons. And it'll have the silver shoulder buttons as well. You have the silver triggers as well. The silver triggers with the wood grain shell and the silver ANBERNIC logo. So how would that look? That'll be another variant, color variant. Then we'll have what's the other color variants we'll have? We'll have 4 color variants, the main color variants. We have burgundy, wine red. We have wood grain, so you can get it in wood grain. We'll have white, pearl white, all white. We have pearl white, the silver shoulder buttons, and the buttons. All the buttons will be white, except for the triggers. It'll be silver triggers on that. And then we'll have one more color variant. We'll do 4 color variants. The fourth one will be black, because we know everybody likes black. It's gonna be somebody who wants a black one. It'll be black with the silver shoulder buttons. And it'll be all black buttons. And the display on the 600L will be OLED, 6-inch OLED display, 16:9. That would be the handheld I would create if I was to create a landscape handheld. That would be the one. What you guys think? Something a little different. And ANBERNIC, I hope you're watching this video. ANBERNIC, or if you're watching, I'm not gonna name the other gaming companies. I'm not gonna name AYN and the Pow Kitty and the Retroid. Now, if they're watching and they decide they want to do it, that'd be fine. But I want one of them gaming companies to do it, especially ANBERNIC. But ANBERNIC, I give ANBERNIC this. As far as design goes, designing the handheld, they've been on the upswing with that. They've designed handhelds better than Retro's done pretty well too. Like their Retro Pocket 6. I like that silver color and that lavender. I like the colors on that. But overall, ANBERNIC, they've been the best at designing when as far as color schemes go. Cause look at this. Who else has done a wood grain, or who else has done this 300X with the silver and this is the only handheld that I've seen with silver triggers that ANBERNIC has done. I wish they had put this color scheme in the other handhelds they've done, you know, later handhelds, but they never did. But I mean, look at that. Look at that design. But yeah, and it's got the metal flex in it. It's got metal flex in that burgundy. I think this is metal. Yeah, so I like this color, the metal flakes. Make one like this. Make one like this one with a 6-inch display. That would be nice. Yeah, and I had to go back and get this one here because see, this the other one. This is another. Look at that. This is all silver with the silver triggers. I like this color scheme, and ANBERNIC did this one. It's another 300X with the, you know, this 3-inch display. So yeah, these are, as far as color schemes go. And I like the color of this red Trimui Brick. Well, let me get all my favorite design. It's one more I got to get. I got to put in here with the designs. Hold on, I'm gonna go get the other handheld. One more handheld. This one right here, this ANBERNIC 351. This is when it all started. When that design, when we first noticed how well ANBERNIC designed handhelds, and it was different, and you know, because no one was doing the wood grains either. But this is where it started at. This is about. I like this one. This was the first one, and I like the. See there's that ANBERNIC logo at the bottom again. See that ANBERNIC? I like that. So yeah, these are my favorite designed ANBERNICs. ANBERNICs and handhelds of all, you know, and I like the design. I like the design of this AYN Odin 2 Portal as well. But you see, you see most of my handhelds are ANBERNICs. But I like how sleek this is. As a matter of fact, I've always wanted as far as verticals, I always wanted a verticals just like this right here, just like this wood grain one here. I've always wanted so ANBERNIC they done the vertical, and I wanted one with a big display and it's wide, and there it is. I would have preferred front facing speakers, but that's okay. The speakers sound well on this. But yeah, but that would be what I would like to see ANBERNIC do that. And then ANBERNIC did the 477V, which that's another vertical handheld. I don't have it here with me right here, but well, let me go get it and add it to this video. See if I can fit it in here, but all of these are my most favorably designed handhelds. Fit that Trimui brick in there. Yeah, these are designed. These handhelds, I like the design more than all the other handhelds I have. These are the best designs in my opinion. And this one, oh, this one looks great. Let's turn that on. Now, if this one was in wood grain, and it had an ANBERNIC logo at the right there, they could have stuck the ANBERNIC logo under that display, the silver ANBERNIC logo on there, and maybe move that button down a little bit and fit the ANBERNIC logo. This ANBERNIC logo on here, they could put on the bottom. That would have been nice too. That would have been, oh man. But I regardless of that, I like the display. I like the display of that 477V. And another thing about this display is it's bezel. This is a bezel-less display. I'm not talking about the border around the screen, but the screen itself, the display itself is bezel-less. That's another feature, and both of these are bezel-less displays. But what are your thoughts? Do you like that design, or how would you design a handheld if you were design one? Oh yeah. Oh, and on the 600L, RG600L, we'll also have LED rings around the analog sticks. We'll have that feature as well. And maybe the start select LEDs, we'll have them on there as well. Got a few more lights. I like when the handhelds are lit up a little bit. But that's all we're gonna do for this clip. And thanks for stopping by. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to add to the RG600L. I think I forgot about the battery. I would like to have a 8,000 mAh battery, at least 8,000 mAh, if it could fit in there. And a variant with a 1 terabyte of internal storage. I'd like to have that 1 terabyte internal storage variant. One with 500 GB. I think 500 GB variant. That'll be the base model. 500 GB internal storage. And we have a Pro model. So now let's see what we'll do. Yeah, we have a Pro model. We won't do the Max. We'll have a Pro model. We'll call the Pro model. The Pro model would have a 1 terabyte internal storage. And what else? Could I cover anything else? Oh, and guess what else this the RG600L would have feature? It would feature 2 micro SD card slots. It'll be an Android handheld featuring 2 micro SD card slots that support up to 2 terabytes. So you can put a lot of memory in this thing, a lot of games, I guess maybe select. You can have it so it can select which card you want, or maybe I don't know how they can work that out. But if I had that, oh, I would put my entire TV show library on that handheld. It would have every show that all of them in MP4 format, complete series. I have all those shows on there. It'll be definitely going to have Nova Media Player. It would definitely have Nova Media Player on the handheld. Yeah. And ANBERNIC will usually they will do the carrying cases. We'll definitely have the carrying cases for each for the RG600L. But that'll be nice. And then later on, after that, ANBERNIC could do an RG600V. But if they could do that 600L, if ANBERNIC can create the RG600L, oh, that would be nice. That would be sweet. And look, they can put a charge on it, you know, because it have so many nice features on it. They could charge us what, maybe $200 for it, maybe. I wouldn't mind paying $200 for that. As long as it don't go too far out. But with that 1 terabyte internal storage, I don't think ANBERNIC will sell for no 200. They might sell for maybe 250, 300, maybe around that price range. But well, we'll see what happens. Okay, thanks again. Thanks for stopping by.